Alice, and with me on the show today is...
How you guys doing? My name is Liz. Good to have you on the show with me and us and all of us.
This is still Untamed, and in case you're just joining us for the first time, do want to subscribe to our channel so you can get notified whenever we post new videos like this. Alright, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be starting off the show.
Alright. Welcome back, guys. It is still just Bants, and like Ali said, we've got loads of exciting gist for you today, and the one we are starting with is the flood that is happening everywhere in Nigeria. Now, categorically, it is clear that I make mention that I am not scared, and that is why I am worried. I am worried that I am not worried because I have seen videos of places in Lagos, another part of the world that has experienced this flood or something, and I'm wondering, why are you not scared, Lashe? Why are you very, very comfortable with the fact that water is coming? And I can't even swim. That's the problem. If I begin to think about how I cannot swim, how I will die when the flood happens, you know, I should be worried, but I'm not. I think I know why now. When God was destroying the earth the first time, he told Noah that he was not going to destroy the world with water again. So that is obviously enough reason to be calm, because God honors his word above his name. Yes, so I am not gonna drown in the flood, but I am worried for those people that I heard their names mentioned on radio. People in Ikorodu, people in Ajegunle, I can't remember the other places, but I know that Ikorodu and Ajegunle were mentioned. And I'm wondering, people are going to be displaced from their homes. People are going to be rendered homeless because of some thing that could have been avoided. You know, my friend Motunde says that it is because we are always putting dirty inside gutter and all of that. And I'm wondering, what has that got to do with flooding the whole world?
Maybe it feels like it has clogged the place that the water is supposed to pass through.
Where is this water supposed to pass that it is flooding you? I don't you get what I'm saying. When he said it, I was like, really, dude? But yeah, but then I heard on radio. He could be
right, though.
No, he could be right. He could be right, but it just didn't make sense to me. I was wondering, where the dirty, which dirty gone, which one, from where? Do we even know where the flood is coming from? Do you understand? Do we know where the source of the flood is coming? Do we know where the source of the flood is? Rather, that's the correct thing. Do we know where the source of the flood is? Do we know? So many questions to ask, but
you know, some celebrities are even posting videos of they'll be like the water in that Third Milan Bridge.
Yeah, it's rising.
Yeah, it's rising.
Oh wow!
So they're like, guys, I don't even know what to say. I'm just scrolling past it.
Thank you very much for that information. I'm not going to be, me and Island, we are not going to be seeing ourselves anytime soon. That's a lie. I'm going to drive on that bridge. I'm just going to be on the Gear 5 for a very long time and zoom, zoom, zoom. And my car is cuckoo light, so it's easier. But I hear that there is a dam in Cameroon that is overflowing, and that because of the overflow, they have to they have to create access for that dam to be less full.
So they come to
Africa. So they open the dam and then let loose some of the water, and then the water, there's a very nonsense explanation to it. I just know that the water from Cameroon finds its way to Nigeria. That's what I really know. So when that man says something about the dirt and all of that, that's where I begin to question, we are dropping dirty in Cameroon. But it's okay, it's okay. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is key that you keep your environment clean. You know, when you eat something, be like Imotunde and put it inside the dustbin, okay? Pick it, put it inside the dustbin. Make sure that when you are eating something, put it in your pocket. So that, because he always says that if you're in America, you wouldn't do that, right? But then it's the way of life here for us. I mean, it's something that we do. I mean, Alice, you can tell me categorically that at some point, in short, maybe you did it yesterday too, you just threw something on the floor, yes?
I stopped doing that after a friend of mine told me to stop.
You stopped doing it yesterday?
No, not yesterday.
When?
I stopped it like 2 months ago.
So you've never dropped anything since that 2 months?
I dropped it in the bin. If there is no bin, I put it in my bag. I'm that nice. I'm that.
It's okay to want to turn a new leaf in your mind. It works, and I really hope that you.
Not in my mind.
Like I said, I agree with you. I'm not arguing with you. It's fine. It's still here, but it's fine. It's fine.
But I feel like I don't even know if the government are actually looking into this because I saw where it said to take 30 years.
Yeah. You would have given birth, and your son would have been in maybe SS3 or something. It depends on when you marry them. Oh, okay, that's cool. 5 years. Oh wow. What if you die before that?
God forbid.
Oh wow, that's great too. All right, now everybody has anger issues, right? I for one know that I have a very terrible temper, and it makes me very, very scared of myself. I know that I have done some terrible things when I got mad, when I got angry, and over time I try to I try to manage my temper. I know that when I was growing up, when I get angry, I start to punch the wall. If I cannot beat you, especially if it's a woman that has gotten me upset, I start to punch the wall. And then I grew into screaming. Yeah. Then I grew into throwing things when I get mad. Now I just ignore you, which is better compared to all the other 3 tantrums that I threw. I just ignore you, and people are always going to be stupid. You feel me? That I feel like every time I overcome some high level of stupidity, there's a higher level of stupidity that I encounter. So, how do you manage your anger issues?
I just cry.
You just cry?
Because I know I cannot do something. If I should do something, it's going to be worse, and then I start regretting my decision. So I just go inside.
So does it work for you? Does it work? Does crying work for you? Because even when I cry, I still want to kill you. I really don't know how it works.
Why I cry? Because I know I cannot kill you. It's illegal. So I just cry.
It's illegal. Well, it's illegal. But that's okay. Alice is speaking for them for days, but that's fine. It's illegal. So I know for certain that I want to be in charge of my temper, not because I enjoy being in charge of something that terrible, but because I'm afraid of what I would do when I let loose, right? Now, this brings me to the topic we want to talk about now. A father beats his 2-month-old baby to the point that he broke his arm and house arrested the mom, so that she would not cry out for help. And then during the course of the baby, being in the situation, that local thing they do, they put wood and all of that, they tied the arm and all of that nonsense. The baby's hand rotted, right? And they had to cut off the baby's arm. This boy is just 2 months old. Now the question is, what type of anger would that man, or could that man have had, or what type of depression would he have been going through that he thought that the best way to vent or open or unleash or release the type of situation or type of mentality or the type of state of mind that he was in by beating his baby in the arm?
Was it not his child, first off?
Maybe that's why.
Because I don't understand. What was the woman doing when he was doing that? That is another question.
She wasn't around. I mean, who would think that my husband was sorry, not my husband. Who would think that her husband was going to do such? Now, guess why the baby was beaten? Because he was crying. 2 months old baby. That's like their follow-come responsibility.
I mean, the woman coming back and saying that happened to her child. It's like child that you gave birth to and nothing happened to the child. All of a sudden, your husband does that.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm really sorry. I mean, if you see the baby, very cute.
And now,
has no arm.
When that child grows up, he's going to hate the father for life.
Is he?
He is. Like, why? Why would you beat up your child? They should actually ask him those questions.
The child born again, man. This thing, you see this born again thing? It's crazy. When you born again, I preach the gospel with one hand, and God will still be exalted. God will still be exalted. And I'm not trying to be funny, honestly, but then I'm trying not to, because I know me, yeah? I do not think that I don't think that I ever want to feel the type of hate that child would feel. That's what I'm saying. Because the moment, for every time that he maybe is having his bath now, yeah, and he touches here, he will remember his father. Do you understand? that he maybe sees a babe.
Because of his father, he was not born that way.
Because as a matter of fact, he's going to grow with one arm. Is the only time that he did not have, that he had complete arm, was the first 2 months of his birth.
That's very, very wicked. I mean, we hear stories. It's hurting because a woman went through 9 months with a child. She didn't have any issues. She gave birth to this child. He was fine. He was healthy. After 1 month, and then the second month, the so-called husband now remove one hand for her. You remove it. That's if you remove it, because I don't know what kind of anger is that. What kind of anger, you cannot control yourself. It's a little child. It should be, and when they do, they should just death by hanging. They should shoot him on side. Anyone, just
after you shoot him, they should still carry him.
My Yoruba is not good, but I'll call you Bonfu on side. It should. So just. Why do you do that to a little child? It's very wrong. It is. I'm hurting on behalf of the child because that child doesn't know what's happening right now.
You know that when he was doing like this before 1 month, you know that there was two. Now if he does like this,
he's still small, so he does not know yet.
He knows. Sorry, he knows. The baby knows, because now you're not. When he's doing go gaga, you don't see only one hand. You're like, what's happening to them? Why would you say go gaga? So you know babies now.
I've taken care of a lot of children, so I understand.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rain on your parade. All right. We'll be back again in Germany. Do not go anywhere.
Topic that I feel like it has been ruining some relationships, and should I say marriages too, because guys especially, they take part in this gambling of it, this betting that they do, to the extent that you see guys use their school fees to bet just to get quick money and all that, so they can have access to ×2 or ×1. They go and play odds. And then there's this story going on of having, what's it called, all these loan shops of this Lapo, and then under it you have Bet Niger, then under it is bar. It's like, do you want to kill these people? Because I don't understand. You go and borrow money up, you take your cousin or whatever, your friends for guarantor, and then you come downstairs to bet just to get quick money, and then bet to collect that money. And probably you'll be left with, you can borrow 10 million, some people go that far. They borrow up to 10 million or something, and then they go and bet, so they can win maybe 50 or take odds or whatever. And then they lose, start crying, depressed or whatever, then they go downstairs to drink. And then I'm sure when they get home, if it's their wife or whatever, they have to release that anger on us, like she's a fault or something.
I think it's amazing how you know all these terminologies. Alice is to be feared. What do you mean by stake? What's stake?
That's 2.5 or.
Oh wow. Alice is way better. She does that.
I have a lot of friends that do that. Like, every time they're always angry, especially when they're playing football, and then you see that, oh, this person has lost, or they placed Man U to win, and then Man U eventually loses. So
I think it was online. Yeah, it was actually BBC that was interviewing this guy, and then he said something about what she said. But I think that it's an intentional setting where owners of establishments like so do these things. They erect structures so that, because they know what we want as men. By men, I mean both you and I, because we meant to drink. Yes or yes? Great. So, a Lapo building takes the highest spot, right? That's #1 on the list, and then a Bet Niger
collects the money for them.
Stays in the middle, and then just in case your life gets ruined in the middle, just come to the lower floor and drink it out. I think it's amazing. I think it's a well thought through plan. I don't think there's any plan that has been properly executed.
Most times when they win, they'll feel the need to always go back for more. Yeah. So they'll win. Maybe they can let you win just once, and then they'll collect all the money that you won. Now you guys not thinking it through, and you still go back.
I have a problem with what you call it. I have a problem with loans. I can tell you that I've taken loans before, but I have not taken loans that can give me less peace of mind. You feel me? I'm a stickler for anything that brings peace of mind. So imagine you taking your cousin. I'm afraid for the cousin now. I'm afraid for the cousin now because the cousin has stood in for his cousin as a guarantor. So how is he going to? I do not think that he was aware that his brother. You know. Sometimes when you do guarantor, yeah, there is the chances of you taking at least maybe 2K, 5K. Thank you for standing by me in my times of trials, and then he gives you the money, and then you bounce.
I, for one, I do not like owing.
I do not like that guarantor stuff.
Borrowing, whatever. Because I like my peace of mind. I cannot go and start borrowing. Somebody will start disturbing me. When are you paying back? When are you doing this?
It's crazy. This guy I'm talking about fainted 3 times.
But it's not the fault of the bed because they are on their own. They have their building. You walked in with your 2 legs.
It's like, why would you even do that? It reminds me of the policeman that I saw online too with uniform, right? But he was in the bed shop, and somebody captioned it, "Country hard." You see Nigeria, but we are going to survive. This might sound very stupid, but I feel like, okay, truth, nobody can survive the end time, yeah? But I feel like Nigeria can survive the end time because, guy, we go through a lot, but still find time to chill ourselves out. Like these same police people, there was one that drank too. He got drunk and then sat by the roadside. He has jogged, mind my language, he has jogged. And then 2 kids were like, policeman, what he jogged? 2 kids, not grown men, no. 2 kids that have stayed on the street for a very long time that do not have the fear of anybody, whether it is uniform or not. And this man is wearing oh Lord.
He forgot his respect to that uniform.
That's the point. We don't respect shit in this country. We don't respect Jack. We don't respect Jack in this part of the world. It is amazing. And I do not think that, how do I put it now? I do not blame anybody for it. Do you understand? I blame the fact that I don't blame anything because as it is, Nigerians just want to be happy. Do you understand? And for every time that we attain some level of happiness, the government brings another level of stupidity that brings back down the happiness. Then we have to surpass the standard. So we are all about making sure that we are happy. We are all about doing things that makes us happy.
Thank God this year is almost over.
What does that even mean?
So we can have next year for election.
You want me to tell you the truth? Honest truth? I sincerely feel like this guy will win.
I do too, but then let's do it.
I honestly feel like Tinubu will win, not because I want him to, but because we are Nigerians. We just like initial grab. That's what we do. That's what we do in the nation.
When you hear people, why do you want to vote for Tinubu? They'll be like, because he's the one that can hold Nigeria down. He has that action that people need.
Action? He can't even hold paper. What are we talking about?
Well, I feel like he has that voice to say, do this, and then people actually do it. But the other one is so calm, so they don't think he can control Nigeria well. That's the reason he
state. This guy controls the state, and when we're talking about a state is almost equivalent to a nation. Because the truth is, what makes it a nation is just different people with the same common goal in one place. But now this is the governor of a state. Governor of, I don't know what, I can't remember what he was, but let's just say of the East, yeah? And he's heading, say, Delta, for example. Let's assume that the population of Delta is, give or take, say 2 million. Give or take, I'm not sure. 2 million. For you to be able to reign over or reign with or control 2 million people, and they can give testimony that whilst he was there, he was able to do this, he was able to do that. I mean, he can do that with the whole nation. He can't. You think, say, 2 million people not beings? Can you, your children you are nannying for, how terrible can that be? But I just think that Nigerians are actors. You feel me? I feel like I honestly want to vote. I promise you I want to vote, but I don't want to die, so I just want to stay in my house. You feel me? Because even local government chairman voting, people they die. You feel? And I'm wondering, why would I be dying? It's like as if I'm making heaven. So what's the point?
It's not like you don't want to make the country better, but then
I want to. I was going to start enrolling for my PBC, but then I saw online that you have to sweep the office before they can attend to you. And I'm like, me? I don't even sweep in my house. I don't sweep. So why would you tell me to sweep your office for something that is rightfully and legally mine? But if you're saying, I don't really, man.
That doesn't mean you guys should not vote though.
Yeah, you sure should vote, man. Make sure you vote for all these. I'm tired of old man.
But then know that you did your best.
Yeah, I really wanted to. I wanted to get my PVC, but work wasn't going to let me. And the time that I went to the PVC place, it was Judgment Day. The crowd was terrible. I did not see me staying there for long because already at the front it was seeming like there was going to be a fight, and I was not going to be there.
This election, I don't think it's going to be peaceful. I'm going to be very honest.
Well, God is going to keep us. My prayer is going to be going with all of you that goes for voting.
I think the prayer should even be whoever enters should actually favor this country. It doesn't matter what it is. That's
Bats will not favor us because there's one. I wish I can bring my phone out. There's one thing he said for public speaking. It did not make sense. It didn't make sense, and I was like, "This is the person that wants to president."
So he doesn't care what you do.
He said, "When you elect me, the cocoyam of the pineapple."
Yeah, now everyone is saying we're going to be eating our farm foods, cassava, gari, ewa. In the morning it's going to be gari, in the afternoon it's going to be eba, in the evening beans or something.
What?
You guys should vote wisely because I don't know. You just vote wisely.
You're talking about prayer now, and I'm wondering. I don't know if you heard that the Wyatt building was burning, and people were praying that fire should go off. You see that we are very foolish people in this part of the world.
They should not be that gullible.
Lord God Almighty, to quench the fire, really.
God is not going to come down to quench you.
No. He's going to come. He's going to come. He's going to come. Lord Jesus, Holy Spirit. Yeah, sure. I'd be like, I'm coming. You just keep at it. Because
that's why I gave you 10.
I don't understand. Why is the building burning and you're praying? What?
Here's the fire service.
No, forget those guys. They are not going to come. But what are you doing? I don't know. Maybe there was nothing they could have done but prayer. No,
prayer
scratch that. Yeah, it's the master key. Yeah, it's the master key. But then the same Bible says that wisdom is profitable to direct, meaning that when you know what to do, it helps you to know the right direction to take. Does that make sense?
So the people that were trapped in that fire, they were still praying.
They should be the one praying, not the ones outside the building. I don't even get what I'm saying. They were outside the building, and you were praying. Fine, the prayer works, but then what if you were praying Lord Jesus and you were pouring water? It will make sense.
God will even know you are making efforts.
But you're doing.
It's just like praying to pass exam when you're not even reading.
Yeah, you will pass. You know that sometimes for me, I didn't graduate with the best grades, yeah. But every time that I listen to you, it helps me to. I really don't have to read most times.
No, I'm speaking of people that don't even attend classes.
Oh, those ones are going to fail. Those ones will fail very much.
And then they go to the exam hall and just like, it did not work. Or they go and buy a pen and pastor say, I prayed for that pen. Go and use it. The answer will come out. They actually enter the exam hall like that.
I can hear the passion in your voice.
I've not done it before. I'm just saying.
Okay, good.
I have people that climb mountain just because of exam.
You should not have those type of people.
They're not my friends, but then I'm saying that I know them. Okay, I know of people.
Or you have heard of people.
I have heard of them and I've also seen them.
I'm doing the most.
So yes.
Okay, that being said, let's talk about music. Now, Burna Boy, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of any of these guys. And it's not because they are doing trap. No, I'm sorry. It's not because they are not doing music. It's not because I don't. How do I put this now? I'm not a fan of their music, but I love them.
Oh yeah.
Just and when they do great music, it works. Like Baby Trap, it's really dope song.
I feel like Burna Boy is actually king of lyrics in Nigeria.
King of who?
Lyrics in the Afrobeat section, because he knows how to write lyrics. Let's not even.
You need to, whatever it is that you're taking, you need to stop taking
As of the 4 kings of Afrobeat that we think we have, the few kings of Afrobeat we think we have, he's actually, I'm not talking of those people that are rapping.
You're using your hand, but it's fine. That Burna Boy had a song, did a recording with DJ Khaled. God did remix, and that's amazing. Now, bass following, I like to believe that DJ Khaled was excited and impressed.
Yeah.
And then we saw that DJ Khaled sent boxes of customized, we are the best Air Jordans to Burna Boy, and he was doing like a groupie, making videos and being like, oh, we're the best. I'm like,
to show that it's
God
when fancying him was
God when. And then Black Panther, yeah, had the world premiere, I think was it yesterday or let's just say a week, yeah. And guess who was there? Burna Boy and his mom. They were
that
there.
woman is actually trying for that guy.
She's trying. She's the one doing the music.
I
will give you blow.
I feel like she's doing a great job as his manager. That's what I just feel.
No, you see, the truth is this, yeah. You just might be right, but this is what I believe about Burna Boy. Burna Boy was never going to let anybody dupe him of his money. Burna Boy is that type of. Burna Boy is a Port Harcourt boy. We need to get that right. And then for everything that I've heard about Port Harcourt people, they are not peace-loving people. For all I've heard, the larger of the people that I know, not the larger, some number of people that I know are from Port Harcourt. And there is nothing about Port Harcourt that I've heard that is peaceful. This is a state that you enter that one boy that you can slap in a bed, yeah, is one that will tell you to bring your phone. Just the way he's going to talk to you, you feel the need to give him everything you're carrying. That's where Burna Boy is from. Now, he has what do you call it, an origin or a history that follows the line of what's the name of this man, Fela Nukular Pokuti. I think his father was his manager or something like that. Do you understand? Now, activism has always been in his blood, so there was never a time that Burna Boy was going to allow anybody cheating from everything that he's been doing. I like the fact that he's a crowd controller. I like the fact that he drops songs, really dope. I like that song. I like the one I did with Ed Sheeran. I want to be in your life. Something. See, you guys do great music, but your songs just don't stick here. I don't know why. I think I have a problem, and I'm going to go for therapy. What?
You trends for a while.
You trends for. I don't. When you faint, when you see Burna Boy, I'm just going to be wondering why are you fainting? Swear that you won't.
Why? I've never fainted in my life. I cannot now do it for an artist. What's that?
You lie a lot. You lie easily.
I've never fainted. So why should I lie?
You've never fainted?
No, I've not.
So if I die, you will not faint?
Why would I faint?
Wow.
I'll just cry. I know how to cry properly. Crying, I can do that one for you free of charge. But not fainting.
So what's the essence of this relationship if you cannot faint?
I think you should go and get a girl that can faint for you.
But wait. So whiskey comes here now, you will not faint?
No, I'll just be excited.
It's a lie.
I'll not faint.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the show. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure that you leave your comments in the comment section. Till we come your way again, same time next week. My name is Bants, and you are.
Alice?
Bye.